Ladies and gentlemen, I am Melvin Banks.
And this is Ito.
And we are the Carbonation Conversation. Reviewing Netflix, The Sandman, episode 3.
Dream a little dream of me.
Well, alright. And before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The algorithm is definitely putting their foot on our heads because they ain't letting us be great. Why can't we be great, Ito?
Oh, no.
But in all seriousness, please, if you can, it takes less than 60 seconds to like, follow, comment. If you comment, we'll comment back. Don't be afraid. We got you. We got you. Specifically, Podbean, Facebook, YouTube. We definitely care about the other platforms, but those are the major ones we're seeing streaming when we look at the statistics. So, with that said, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And I ask, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, six-pack chat. Back again with another six-pack chat. I guess I should have started off with that. But anyways, how did you feel about the episode? Quick thoughts.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty tripped out.
First 3 episodes are solid. I don't really have any complaints other than Constantine was a dick. Other than that, but I'm pretty sure that's just the writing, etc., etc. But what's the first thing you want to talk about when it comes to this? Because I wrote my shit like a 6-pack, so therefore I'm not going.
Well, I mean, the first part was Joanna Constantine.
Yeah.
Just even the basically it opens in her nightmare.
Yes.
That she has about this girl Astra.
Her brother doing some extra shit.
And is it her brother? I thought it was her ex. I think it was her
oh, it's her ex? Yeah. I thought it was her brother.
I think it was her lover, and then Astra, it turns out, is his daughter.
Whoever rewatches that for the first 5 minutes has to take an extra shot on episode 4, whoever is wrong. You say uncle, right? Oh, you say ex.
I think that was her ex, yes.
Okay, I'm going to say that's
Constantine's ex, and Astra is his daughter.
Yes.
And apparently, he's laid out in the other room. And basically, there's an open portal that we were just having fun at the club. So I guess the portal took them to the club, but then the portal went haywire or something.
Bro, you having fun? Where it's like the necromancer. I don't know how to fucking say it, but yeah, it's just like it's a book that you shouldn't fuck with. He's saying that he's having fun with some people.
Right.
What the fuck?
They were just having fun at the club.
My God, people. Anyways, she's like, yeah, let me go and save your ass again. And she goes out. Well, no, she just goes.
Yeah, she leaves and then she wakes up.
Yes.
Yeah, she wakes up in the back of a cab, and when she comes out, she's greeted by a familiar friend of hers that she calls Hetty. Mm-hmm. It's an old lady. Mm-hmm. But right away, Hetty's is warning her, Morpheus is returning. And he wants his sand back. He wants his shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? Who? Like the Sandman. And she's like, Sandman? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
You talking about for the fairy tales?
Right. The fairy tale guy, right.
And as soon as she walks up, doesn't he meet her right there?
Yeah, she's going up to a church and he's, boom, right there. And she's like, we have business to discuss. Mm-hmm. She's like, who the hell are you? I already got the job right now. Yeah. And basically just shrugs him off. Like, I got work to do.
Yeah. And she goes into a church, and the nun?
No, she was the priest.
Priest? Okay. Yeah. The priest is just, she's just like, what's the job? And the priest is like, hey, we're going to pay you. And she's like, you're not giving me a lot of details. And when she finds out, it's
a princess. It's the royalty. The princess family is in the next room over, and she's trying to marry a footballer.
Mm-hmm. And what we find out is apparently Joanna doesn't want nothing to do with the crown. She thinks that they will have repercussions. Right. And I'm assuming that's what she thinks. And basically the priest just bribes her with a whole bunch of fucking money.
Yeah, and then she hears screams from the other room too, which kind of convinces her. So then she dresses as a priest. She puts the priest up and pretends to marry them, but instead makes them repeat a Latin incantation. And turns out that the footballer, is the one that's possessed, not the princess. She's just some crazy bitch who fell in love with this guy.
It's
apparently,
hilarious how the demon really wanted to marry her.
Because
at first she's like, no, we're getting married. He's like, are you sure? You know what I'm saying? Like the guy's like, are you sure this is what you want to do? You want a royal? And she's like, nah, we get married right the fuck now. And like you say, she does start the incantation. We see the footballer, kind of getting in pain, and then we see this big ass mother. Like first the arm comes out of him. I'm like, whoa, okay, and then the whole motherfucking thing just comes
burst, out. Kills the guy. Of course, he's dead.
Yeah, guy's dead. And then the girl, she's looking shocked, but she's still looking like, I can still marry that.
Oh wow. So the real priest takes her and gets her out of there.
Yeah, and we see Morpheus come.
Yeah, Joanne's like, "What's your name?" And he doesn't say, and Morpheus basically like, "Oh, his name is what is it? Agalaeth." Agalaeth.
And this is the interesting part, because at the point, Morpheus thinks he has control because he has had control over the Constantines for, like, I order you, I command you to stop. Like, they respect him, for what he was back in the day. And as she is sending this demon to hell, the demon goes to Morpheus and he goes, I know where your helm is. I know the demon that has it. Please don't send me back to hell. Yeah. Like, he is pleading with Morpheus, and Morpheus is like, wait, stop, and she just keeps going. Yeah. I thought that was a bitch move. Yeah. That was a bitch move.
She don't know what's going on, so you can't even get mad at her.
She was just like, what I know?
The demon.
I got paid. Yeah. Go ahead. She's like, I got paid, bitch. That's all I know.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can talk about Matthew.
Yeah, that's that would be the next one.
No, I'm not going. I am not going from like beginning to end. I just put some fucking.
I know. I just
okay, yeah. That was my second.
Because that was the main part there, right? Yeah, because that's when they go outside, and this is when the introduction of Matthew.
Yes.
Basically, she was told him not to follow me. You or your friend, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you talking about? Oh, that raven. Isn't that your raven or some shit?" He's like, "What?" And he gets all mad because the raven's there, and I told Lucia not to send one.
Exactly, and we finally meet Matthew, who was apparently a human before.
He had just died and got reincarnated into this raven.
Yeah.
And of course is voiced by the bitch ass Patton Oswalt. Again with this guy? I'm tired of his voice.
Oh my god, it was so funny because I was just like, oh, Ito ain't go like this, because he's everywhere. Pat Owens is everywhere. It's just like, goddamn, is he gonna voice fucking Professor X in the new
for real? I'm just like, what the hell?
He's just everywhere.
Why do people find his voice so enchanting? I think it's horrible. His little fat pudgy voice.
I would love the man. I'm just saying. So, if you ever want a voice, so let me. If you ever want to do a voiceover with Melvin Banks, come and holler at me. But yeah, we meet them, and they do. It's a struggle at first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they had their little back and forth right there, and that's when Joanna basically dipped. She escaped.
Yeah, just disappeared on foot. Like, I was just like, how the fuck you disappeared that quick that the Sandman can't find you? Right. I'm just saying, you on foot. Maybe you got in a car. I'm just saying, it's a little bit weird. But are we now going to talk? Well, I guess not. Are we not? Because I'm looking at my list here, and we're pretty much like, for at least for me, like a third of the way gone. But let's talk about Ethel and her fucking son. My God, What the fuck, Ito? I didn't expect this at all. I was shocked. My pearls were clutched. I was just
Crazy,
like,
yeah.
oh my fucking God. Like,
So,
really?
Because with in the last episode, he goes to she visited him in the hospital room, right?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
John basically tells her, I don't want to help you because you're a fucking liar.
Yes.
And he proves it basically by saying, I know who my father is. I know my name is John Burgess. And my father was Sir Roderick. You know?
He's all locked up in this fucking mental, like, I don't even know what to fucking call it. He calls it prison because to him it is prison.
But basically, you find out that he used the ruby to kill people.
Yeah. I will be honest, I thought he swallowed it. I thought he
really?
swallowed the ruby and was just, whatever you think. That's what I can see, because she, Ethel comes, she's like, it almost seems like she's almost like, where is it? But then it turns and she knows where it is. I was a little bit fucking confused on that. I won't lie. Like, because I thought he only knew where it was and then he put it somewhere, but it doesn't seem like that at all. It does seem like Ethel knows where the ruby is.
Right.
But she just does
well,
not
no,
want
she
to
doesn't.
give it
No,
to
she
him.
doesn't know where the ruby is.
Okay.
He knows where it is. He's the one that hit it.
Oh,
that's why she's there because she
okay.
wants him to give it to her.
Okay.
You know,
thank
because
you.
she wants
I appreciate that.
Yeah, she
I
wants to
didn't
give it.
fucking
She
know.
wants to give it back to him
Happy
because
New Year.
she wants to save her son. She don't want Morpheus to come after her.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, I fixed it to where it only works for me.
Yeah. Which I am so
know?
curious about that. Like, how did you?
I mean, it grants
Do that.
wishes. Maybe I wish she only worked for me.
Yeah, right. That would be motherfucking most simplest shit. That would be the most
That's what I would
simplest
think,
shit ever,
you know?
right? And yeah, she was just like, and he was like, yeah, some people got hurt, and she was like, no. You killed people. No, they didn't get hurt. They dead.
Yeah,
like
he tried to say like I was defending myself from people trying to take the ruby from me.
Yeah. And what ends up, I mean, they have a great conversation throughout the entire episode, but what it boils down to is she cares about her son so much that she was with, because she was the person who traded the helm for the amulet of protection.
Right.
Can I get this amulet? Can I trade
Jesus.
soul for this amulet?
The trade Patty's soul away.
Like, I mean, goddamn, what I love about this, could you imagine if shit like this was real, but just like in our realm, like it's not like visually like that, but it's just like, hey, you got this shit, and then you just you don't live till you're 130, but you live to like 95, which a lot of us can't even do to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has this amulet, and at the end of the day, she's just like, I care about you so much that I do not. Please don't go get this stone. I'm gonna sacrifice myself.
If you get it, give it to him. Give it back to him.
Yes.
Here, take this, and she gives him the amulet of protection.
And then
Like,
boom.
so you don't need the ruby type of shit.
If she even mentions, like, I don't know the exact year, but she's like, I've been on this earth for like 115. I think she said like 115, 120.
150, something like that.
Oh shit! I thought it was like
I
115.
think it was close to 150.
Yeah, maybe we'll take another shot on
So
that.
she, so she's basically like within seconds starts aging.
Bro, I didn't think it was gonna go that bad, that south, that quick. I was just like, oh my god, hideous. And at that point, she dies, and he is screaming to the guards, help, help, help. But the guards come in, and they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know nothing about this lore or this magic, and they're just like, what the fuck did you do to her? And he goes, nothing. And then the first person who's there draws the gun.
Yep.
Bro.
He's like,
I don't know if I mean, maybe the boys, when old girl, you've seen the boys, right? We've
yeah.
Maybe that exploding, when she was exploding motherfuckers, maybe that, because this shit was epic. like, man, bro, like, I'm like, oh my god, like, boom. Like,
yeah, he
I
shoots.
love,
It just like bounces off or ricochets, and then his whole body just.
yeah, like you see the skeletons before the
just
explosion.
explode, like Jesus.
Like, and then the fucking elevator.
Yeah.
Oh my God, when he comes up, I was like, are those things alive in the background? Like, I know it's just blood and guts, but I thought I saw like vines and all that shit. I was like,
Vines.
my God, that shit was so fucking epic. And now, well, we can only assume that he's going for the ruby, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And he got the
He
amulet
got
of
the
protection.
amulet, but he wants that ruby.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
I mean, he
he goes basically out to the streets, and who walks up to him?
fucking
Your boy Corinthian.
Now was Corinthian at all in this
Just that
episode
part.
before? Just
Nope,
that part,
just
right?
that
Okay,
part.
so that was episode 2 when he was talking to I ain't even gonna say her name.
Just keep going.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna say her name, but that was episode 2 when he was talking to her about it, and yeah, he basically comforts him and says, "Hey, it's just about you.
Yeah, you want the jacket? Here, have this
It's just
jacket.
about
I got
you." Now, I guess we can talk about the pouch of sand.
Right. So
And what it
she
can
does,
do.
she does first mention when they were outside the
Yeah.
church before she
Joanna.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Right. Joanna was that she couldn't open the damn thing, so she just got rid of it.
Yeah.
That's what she claimed.
Yes. And he confronts her because at first Matthew is just like, how are you going to reach her? You don't know where the fuck she is. He's like, oh, if she sleeps, I know where the fuck she is.
Yeah.
And she has that dream again. You know what I'm saying?
So
And
he watches the nightmare and how it actually ends
Yes.
with old girl Astra apparently dying.
her wrist. I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. Like, no, I was just like, her wrist from like right here.
Yeah.
Right here. It's just like, oh my gosh, she's like, what, 13? That would be fucking traumatizing to me, too. I'm not gonna lie.
course,
And she
of
wakes
course.
up and he's there. Morpheus is there. And he's just like, oh, I see. He's like, I know that.
So I could get rid of that for you.
Hey, all I need is my sand. All I need is my pouch. And, they basically get in what we can always, unreluctant alliance. What we find out is Joanna is gay. Or maybe
she's bisexual because they mentioned like three.
Oh, okay. They
two
did
girlfriends,
mention,
two boyfriends.
Okay, cool. So she is bi. Damn, my Google. I'm sorry, my Google just popped up. I have no idea why it popped up, but we were going to be talking. This is going to hit up everything. But yeah, and what she says to Morpheus is, I left it at my ex house, type of thing.
Yeah.
And
And
so,
but first they're looking at her office.
oh, okay.
They start looking at her office and like how dirty it is, whatever. She puts some. Basically, they start talking, and they start talking about Sir Roderick and the devil that he kept in the basement. And right, she's realizing she's talking about him.
Yes. And when she realizes that where she left it, they're basically on the way to that. And at this point, once they get to her ex's house,
Rachel Moody.
Ooh, I like the Moody. Moody. Isn't that like a religious thing, like Moody Bible or some shit like that?
Just made me know that she's black. No.
Holy shit! Like, what the fuck,
What?
So, would you think Banks is black? I'm curious.
Yes.
Well, all right.
I'll just say with you.
It's funny because my mom was just like, hey, I'm going to put you as Melvin so no one would know what race you are until they meet you. I never even met a white Melvin until I met Melvins on the Facebook group because it was like a shirt that said Melvins are the best, and then I met like over 400 Melvins.
I only know 2 black Melvins in my life.
Do you know any white Melvins?
No.
Well, all right. Anyways, Joanna, when they get to her ex's house, she's like, I need to handle this. You are not coming up because she could feel some type of way. I just up and left.
Right, 6 months ago.
Yeah, 6 months ago. Yeah, I don't know how she gonna feel about this type of thing. So I'm gonna close this door in your fucking face. She kind of makes a joke of it. Meanwhile, we do have Matthew coming. It's just like, hey, bro, like, I was a human.
Right.
And I'm just saying, you should not trust these motherfuckers.
Like, aren't you a god? Like, can't you just go up there?
And I would say this was probably one of my best scenes in the episode.
Yeah, when Joanna goes up there, you know, it's like she never left or something like that. The ex, she's like just reach her in right away. All, you know,
first she's a little upset. She's a little upset, but you know, she like apologized. Nothing, but like
quickly, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing you would think after just leaving for 6 months, you know.
I would be so fucking mad.
But they're already talking about, you know, getting in the room and getting it on and stuff.
Kissing, making out, and everything. And I will say, Joanna, even though you a dick, you kind of cute in that little outfit that you was in, like that little business outfit. I was like, okay, I could see. I get it in.
Calm down.
Don't tell my wife, but you know.
She's going to hear this.
But yeah, and all of a sudden, before they, you know, because like you said, they're just like, hey, let's take this to the bedroom, you know, let's make up. And before they go to the bedroom, Moody, because I don't know her first name, I'm just going to say Moody, she starts to question. She's just like, hey, do you think you apologized enough? And, you know, she's just like, hey, you want to do this now? And she does want to do it now. But what we see is when Moody does start to question her on things like, you left, I didn't know what happened to you, I even called your exes, like, basically my heart was broken. And in the midst, I'm like, why is this thing getting dark?
Yeah.
What is going on?
And all of a sudden she starts turning into sand.
Oh my God, dude. And by this point, Matthew has talked Morpheus into going into the house. Morpheus goes into the house and he basically confronts Joanna and he says, it's the sand. Yes. It's the sand. Goes into the room. And I am assuming, I don't know, so please help a brother out with this. Was she just dreaming of a happy ending to the point where she didn't eat?
Basically. Right? Like she was just stuck in a dream world. You know what I mean? And she basically became addicted to the sand and the dreams that came with it.
But the pouch wasn't open, right? She was just touching the bag?
Yeah, I guess.
That's why I was like.
But, I mean, she was maybe some sand was able to a couple drips. That's all it takes. If she's human, it's just too powerful, you know. And it caused her body to wither away.
She was like skin and fucking bones.
It reminded me of the movie Seven, the sloth guy.
Yeah. You son of a bitch. And I didn't know you were gonna. It was funny. We was talking about Seven. Yeah. Fuck you. All right. Fuck you. We were talking about, but yeah, like, dude, I was just like, oh my God. And then we have the greatest confrontation so far in the series, at least to me, which was between Joanna and Sandman. She's like, what are you here for if you can't help? Because she is pleading for Morpheus to help this girl. Like, she is right here. You say you want to restore the realm because, you know, people and they're dreaming and some people are affected because of that and some people can't wake up because of that. But here is a person right here, right in fucking front of you. Help her. Right. Like, and I honestly, I didn't know what he was going to do. He didn't do what I was thinking he was going to do. I thought I don't know. I'm not saying, like, I don't know his fucking powers. I guess I was just wishful thinking that he could just bring her back.
Yeah, no, he ain't got power like that.
Yeah.
With all that
but what he did was
she was far gone already.
Yeah. But what he did was still commendable.
Of course.
He gave her, I'm assuming what he gave old boy from the first episode, like an endless sleep but night streams.
No, she was basically done. So she basically put her out of her misery.
Okay.
With one last peaceful dream. Of Joanna.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she died.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I guess in his perspective, that's the only thing that he can do.
Yes, let her go peaceful. She was suffering.
Yes.
She was suffering. Her body was fucked up.
She was so
probably in pain. Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
That was the only way, is to basically let her go peacefully.
Yes.
And with a beautiful dream, my memory in her head, you know.
Yeah, and you know he did tell Joanna that you had never have the bad dreams again, but she did pass away peacefully. Joanna was like, I will contact her, you know, her parents and things like that. And this is the last, at least for now, that we see of Joanna Constantine and Morpheus. She does tell Matthew, because Matthew is like, you need to get the fuck up there. Humans are treacherous, you know. You need to get the fuck up there.
But Joanna basically at the end tries to convince Morpheus that not all humans are bad.
Yes.
And something he acknowledges, since he knows Joanna is not like Sir Roderick.
Yeah, and she was even just like, I'm a shitty person too. But there are other people like Moody who was a good person. She was truly a good person. And so now we have Morpheus like, well, I know where my helm is.
Yeah, basically Matthew convinces Morpheus to let him come along.
Yes.
And he's like, okay, well, guess you could just in time with me to go to my next place.
Yeah, and he's like, where we going? I'm down with you. Hell. It's like, wait, what?
You mean hell?
Yeah, like, we're going to hell, and I forget what he says. He does say a joke at the end that kind of comes like, I think he says like, well, what the... And I think that's how it kind of ends. I know it was a joke that had to end with the punchline hell. I just don't fucking remember.
So, shout out.
I love that scene, man. I love that apartment scene. I'm gonna do a shout out to that. What you gonna do a shout out to?
I'll do it with you. That's fine.
Go for
It was a good scene.
But I cannot wait to episode 4. The only thing I want to say to you, it's so fucked up. Netflix is on like the chopping block of just canceling every fucking thing. They just canceled the new Resident Evil, even though I didn't see it. I heard it was horrible, but I didn't check it out. And apparently, the producer and writer to the Sandman is actually he is I want to say promoting. If you like the Sandman, please tell your friends and family to watch it, because there may not be a season 2. That's what he literally said.
Okay.
And I'm just like, how? These first 3 episodes, we've seen it, Archive 81, you son of a bitch. But I'm just like, these first 3 episodes are gold, made by WB. Like, it's a beautiful, the first 3 episodes are fucking beautiful. Like, I don't understand this. We not in the executive room talking about this shit, but I was just like, damn, campaigning was the word I was thinking about, because he really does want to, finish the series, just like, most people do when they create something on any fucking television show. But so far, to me, so good. I have no complaints on the Sandman. I came in here with a little bit of like, I don't know, but I'm good. I'm sold.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. So hopefully Netflix does renew season 2.
Did you see who's in this show that's from Game of Thrones?
No.
Okay.
Besides Tywin.
Okay, I won't say nothing then, because there's a yes. Okay. Because there is a radio, like a still photo.
Oh.
Of her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I was wondering if you've seen that.
Did you also see the fact that they put out 2 more episodes of The Sandman? Like, now it's 11 episodes, but they said apparently those 2 other episodes they put out after.
I did see there was 11, and I thought, like, dang, was there 11 originally?
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
It wasn't, right?
No, it wasn't.
I did see that.
Yeah, I was just curious. I was
like,
like, oh, okay, yeah, because 11 is a little bit awkward to end the series on. I don't know if it was 2 or 3, because even ending on episode 9 is awkward. Usually it's 8. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. You want to say something? Because I see you looking.
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Melvin Banks.
And this is Ito.
And we are the Carbonation Conversation. reviewing or reviewed Sandman episode 3.
Dream a little dream of me.
And if you like what you hear, like the editing, which you will never hear, definitely hit up Mo Beats 89 on all platforms so you can see his work. And if you ever want to hit him up directly, don't forget to add an @gmail at the end of that shit.
That's some on my back.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we love you. Again, like, subscribe, all that good shit. I'm not going to repeat everything I did in the first one. All I'm going to say is I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
With this whole garden.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm just saying. Yeah, it's the name of the beer, ladies and gentlemen. It's the name of the beer. Not me. Name of the beer.
Sure.
Do not drink and drive.
Drink and
Peace.